director's choice to try something different, and I think it threw a lot of people. Like it just didn't quite work because, like I said, you're telling two different stories at the same time without letting people know in some manner that you're telling two different stories at the same time that will become one story at some point.
Yeah, see, I've only gotten through part of that first episode, so I can't add too much to the conversation. But I look forward to revisiting this next week.
It is, but the show is good. Henry Cavill. Because I thought of you. Our production manager calls him. He's been calling him Cavill for like years, and I waited till we were on mic to make sure to correct him. Yes, Will. He has his hand up appropriately in the back.
To add to that, like the
and you have context, by the way, before you start, right? You've watched games or played games or watched books.
So I played the game.
Which one did you play? Like the first one or the third?
All three.
Okay. So what?
So I have not read the book.
So am I off in my how I'm speaking about the show? Like, am I
think you're speaking from a person's point of view who hasn't touched the game.
I've never seen anything.
Right, so it's understandable. But then you're gonna have those people who are into like high fantasy type of shows.
Right.
Like, and I watched it with my own older brother.
Right.
Who has not touched the book, has not read the games, has not played any of that, and he was enthralled with it.
Right. Now, again, like I said, I'm not saying that I didn't like. I'm not saying like that part of it didn't get me. I'm just saying, like, am I about the way the show?
Yeah, it just drops.
How it drops you in, and it
drops you into,
and how the timeline thing. Like, is that not distract? Is it like kind of offsetting?
I kind of enjoyed it. I think it was like one of the. You want to have a smart audience, right? Who's trying to, let me try to catch along with the plot.
Right.
And my brother didn't catch it, but the moment I caught it, he like sat fully up. And he was, I'm now attached to this show. Right? Which can happen because most people can be like, okay, that's too much.
And I'm not gonna do that. For sure.
And then you have some people who are like, oh, snap, I need to see how these align.
Right.
And then you have the people that are like, all right then.
Right.
I'm going to continue with this.
Like I said, I just didn't know there were two different storylines going on at the same time. So I'm like, why is he here and why is he... Does he know them already, or what is going on
right
here?
There with you.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's my part, because I'll say it right now. Like I said,
I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say there's enough cool stuff and entertaining stuff and like interesting things happening. Like I kept watching.
Was there a moment where they just kind of like dropped it and said made it obvious, or
what? Two timelines?
Yeah.
Yes.
In like episode.
So maybe there
3.
Was,
it's like episode 3 or 4.
So then maybe there was some type of like method to the madness there.
No, like I said, I get what they were trying to do. I just don't think they pulled it off. I just don't think it got executed in the way that they hoped so. That's it. But like I said, if you're going to watch the show, you're going to see some things that you liked. If you like Game of Thrones, there's a little bit of Game of Thrones-y stuff in there, the way some people are getting it. The action is good. Like I said, Henry Cavill is really good in this. Really good. So I don't know what, like, people got to knock it off. The show's good. It's worth watching through the whole, it's only 7 episodes? 8 episodes, right? And they greenlit it immediately.
Yeah, and they
greenlit it immediately.
You can tell they took their time with it.
Yeah, it looks great.
9 months.
Hey, this goes back to a conversation we were having earlier, Kevin, about critics.
Oh, for sure. Because it's not rated highly on Rotten Tomatoes right now. It's not.
Even though, like, in the first couple of moments, it had jumped to 93. And
right. So down. Business Insider, they're going to let you look at their webpage if you got your app locked on. Which I won't. But just looking at the
we was trying to look at a website. Yeah, it's not porn. We'll just watch it for free.
The Witcher is one of the biggest shows in the U.S. despite poor review from critics.
All right. And it shows right here 56% on Rotten Tomatoes. And
that's probably the critic score. That's 93% audience score.
Audience score 93%.
Look how like the disparate that is, man. Like, I don't know how I feel about critics.
We're going to have a bigger conversation.
And that's the reason why we don't trust Rotten Tomatoes scores.
Yeah, we don't really. Yeah, we don't do Rotten Tomatoes like that.
Not even just Rotten Tomatoes. You know, we use them because they're the easiest one to pick on. But
they are a huge target.
Just critics in general. Critics in general. I mean, I would use the Rotten Tomatoes example again with Dave Chappelle, where I think they gave the audience score was a 99 and the critic score was sub 30%. You know what I'm saying?
Right, for sure. And we know there's outside factors other than just the comedy.
Well, a lot of it's like, you know, especially with Rotten Tomatoes, like there's critics that get paid by certain companies to put certain scores, and whether they're for or against, and that's the reason why they have like that critic block, like the first week or so for like big blockbuster movies. Like you're not allowed to put your own review on there until after it's been out for a while.
Right.
And I think that's a huge problem.
I mean, it's a big problem, but let me tell you something. I'm here to be bought, people. Come by me. Come by here and come by me. I'm going to put the address in the description. Come by here and name your price. McKinley can be bought. All right? I'll give you whatever review you're looking for, baby. And I'm not going to get into it right now, but I did watch the Kevin Hart documentary. I'll get into that next week. But fantastic.
Have a good show next week. I think that's top.
Oh man, it's fantastic. And I'll just say this: like, I wasn't a big fan of Kevin Hart's comedy specials as of late, and I'm not like the hugest fans of his movies. But this right here, this is what he needed. I say he needed this, and he killed it. Killed it. That's a smart dude. He's smarter than what people give him credit for. I'm going to say that, and I'm going to leave it there. But that's all we've been watching. I recommend Harley Quinn. I don't know if I recommend Ronnie Chang. Like I said, unless you want to learn some stuff in kind of a funny manner. Like, it's like, like you ever had like a funny teacher? Like, I'm going to teach you some fun stuff in a kind of a fun way. Like, it's kind of fun. Like, I watched some stuff. It was kind of fun. I learned some things. I'm like, all right, I get you, Ronnie Chang.
Yeah, I liked his sense of humor.
He was on a Daily Show.
Was he on the Daily Show?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Really?
I think he still is, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I'm surprised Daily Show's not funny at all.
Okay, and we're not giving a thumbs up for that. Not the Daily. You don't like Trevor Noah?
No, not
a fan of Trevor.
I don't think he's that funny.
Trevor Noah? Damn. He has his moments.
I thought he was kind of funny.
I think he's kind of funny too. I think he's kind of funny more off camera than he is on
his stand up is actually pretty good too.
Off camera, he's funny.
I'm middling with the stand up, but off camera though, like when he does his
funny.
And he's insightful.
Or, you know,
he is insightful though. Like when he's not trying to do just the political stuff.
He's not that insightful.
All right. Agree to disagree.
All right,
to disagree.
Let's go on.
Of course, Chris. We're gonna move on. As you wish, Chris. We're gonna talk about some stories this week. Real quick. Home Alone 2 was on cable TV, and they decided to cut the Donald Trump cameo out of it.
I played it Christmas morning. I didn't even pick it. I woke up.
You ain't see it?
And it was already on.
Oh, the kids had it on?
Yeah.
Home Alone, right?
Too, yeah.
And for context, you know, Laura's kids are younger, so they wouldn't, you know, they're not our age where like we grew up with Home Alone. It's like, Kevin! Right? Like, you don't understand. So for the kids to have that on, it's a great Christmas movie. Why don't people talk about that more in the pantheon of Christmas? I don't hear it as much as I should. It's a great Christmas movie.
I mean, it's an awesome Christmas movie.
Like, terrible
It's always on sale, like Black Friday. It goes on sale every year.
Black Friday. Why is it on Black Friday? Oh, you mean like it's on TV? Or
no, like the actual DVD. Like it always goes on sale Black Friday.
Okay.
And like it always pops up, like on Disney Plus, it pops up in the holiday section. It's everywhere usually.
I mean, but people don't talk about it like when they talk about Christmas movies in the way they talk about Die Hard as a Christmas movie, and I mean, the movie just happens to be at Christmas time. Like, oh, that's the greatest Christmas movie ever.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like a Christmas movie. Like, he's literally like terrible parents. Right at home, he left the kid. Went all the way to the airport and forgot your kid wasn't there.
Me and my fiance, we just watched it, and we're like, how the hell you get? First of all, Kevin, he's talking about his mom. He's like, you're a big dummy, and I'm like, if I'd have said something like that, I wouldn't have no teeth,
man.
Well, I hate my family. I wish I wake up and I don't have a family. I'm like, okay, we'll make that happen real quick.
Well, first, that's a different time. You know what I'm saying? That was back in the early 90s. And
I would have still got my teeth.
That's a different demographic of people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can get away with saying some things, right?
Yeah.
That we might not have got away with in our households and things of that nature. Hey, it is what it is. But it made for a great funny, entertaining, just, you know, a couple of hours of bad parenting and a kid who's crafty at making things in traps. As a kid, I wanted to make traps so bad, like Kevin from Home Alone, but, you know, never had a chance to operate those things. Yeah, no one ever left me. Well, if I did get left at home, it was definitely on purpose. So, you know, in the hood, Italy was at home all the time on purpose.
You better not answer the phone. You better not answer the phone.
Don't answer the door. You don't. You know what I'm saying? I will knock. I had a special knock just in case. You know, but yeah, that was it. But yeah, you know, we're not going to talk about that too much because I think the statute of limitations, I don't know what that is on that. But let's see. What is that? Oh, okay. I thought you said something, Will. What'd you say?
Definitely somewhere.
Definitely somewhere. I mean, I don't know if it's up yet. I don't know. Don't want nobody going to jail. I'm a grown ass man now. But Netflix, they're going to produce a Squidward show.
Oh, it's like what? Squidward should get his own.
Striking back. Netflix is trying to strike back, man. They got
Nickelodeon. They immediately say
we're going to get a Squidward show.
Let me just give Squidward his own show.
I'm looking at the news here. They dropped this back on in November. Before.
He should definitely. Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah, it was announced back when the new SpongeBob movie was announced.
Oh, well, I don't stay up on SpongeBob. I never really got into the fandom of SpongeBob. So
Yeah, I don't really care about it either.
I don't know. But again, move by, you know, Netflix. Well, because Netflix just announced like not too long ago that, well, maybe it was November. Time flies by really fast. But yeah, Squidward. Are you guys watching Squidward? No.
No.
Not gonna watch Squidward?
I know I will because I have kids. So
yeah, my daughter will probably watch it for sure. And if any character's gonna have a show, he would probably be like the only one that would be interesting enough, I guess, besides SpongeBob to have his own show.
Yeah, it's gonna be a home improvement down in Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to watch a Patrick Star show.
No, that would be stupid really quick.
I wonder who the executive was who tried to shoot that shot. I wonder if they still work there. hey, Patrick Star! Before you get it out of his mouth, grab your stuff, man. You're fired. Get your ass out of here. Patrick Star. Let's see, real quick. I'll just mention a couple. Let's see, Deadpool 3. When's that coming, Chris? You're like a Deadpool 3 fanboy. What's that? When's that coming?
Don't know.
Oh, guess we don't know, but it's coming. Do you guys care? I personally don't care that much, but
I mean, I like Deadpool 1. I like Deadpool 2.
I love Zazie Beetz in Deadpool 2. Fantastic.
Well, they started the pre-production of it, so they're getting the script written and all that stuff. And I read an article that said that it's probably that I guess Disney announced a couple of unnamed movies, and they're probably looking at October of 2022 for this.
Yeah, it looks like it's in the hands of Marvel Studios too. So.
Yeah.
And they did say it's going to more than likely be R-rated, and the entire cast is coming back. So
I hope it was better than the second one. But Zazie Beetz was great. So she's in it.
Get to see her again.
I will love to see her, and as long as she better have that mohawk still. She don't not be disappointed.
Half a mohawk.
She did. She had her hair up. It wasn't like cut, but it's like in the mohawk style. Fantastic look. Fantastic. And of course, Guardians is not coming anytime soon, so just want to throw that out there. Guardians of the Galaxy is going to probably be like a 2022 type of thing, maybe 23 maybe. They're still working on James Gunn, who was fired and then rehired.
I read an article. It actually makes sense because by the end of Endgame, they're actually in 2023. So like usually the movies line up time wise like the current date. So if you notice, like all the movies that come out in the next couple of years, they're not they're all new characters basically. And so all the movies that have been around, all their sequels are going to start around that time frame. The 2022, 2023.
You guys know why?
Why it's not?
Yeah, some other reasons. Yeah.
Oh, just because he's doing Suicide Squad 2, and because he's like, yo, y'all want to fire me? Like, I will go. Like, I'll go get work. It's not hard. I'll go over to this other big place, who does the same thing and make their property better. Which I do think Suicide Squad 2 will be better. Just to throw that out there. And he's like, yeah, I'll come back and work with you guys when I'm ready. And they're not done yet. So But Guardians, I guess I kind of want to see it. I guess because I guess Thor is supposed to be in it. Maybe is he still with them?
Yeah, so.
Yeah, they don't know.
He's still
if
fat Thor though.
They don't know if he's actually going to be in it or not.
Oh,
yeah. So Guardians is one of my